Hi guys, welcome back to the channel today. On today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to draft 3-part corset cup. So guys, if you're interested, just keep on watching. Firstly, I'm just taking my basic measurement and I'm coming down by 10 inch. That's my bust point. Then after making a point there, I'm coming down by 12 inch, my under bust point, 15 inch my waistline, then 20 inch it's my top line. So I'm just going to extend this line. After extending this line with my ruler, I'm going to label this with my marker. So we are just working on 3-part corset cup. There is nothing new. I always do this on the channel. The only difference in here is the 3-piece corset cup. That's the only difference here that we are just drafting. That's my bust point, my under bust point, my waistline, and my top lines. So after doing this guys, I'm going to come up by 2 inch and I'll make a point there. Then I'll use my ruler to extend this line. So guys, after extending this line with my ruler, I am going to come to the shoulder line and I'll just mark my shoulder there. I'll divide my shoulder by 2, then I'll add extra half an inch. Then I'll just make a line. After doing this, I'm going to come down at that same shoulder line. I'm going to come down by half of an inch. Then I'll just slant it with my ruler. That's my shoulder slope. I will also come down by 1 inch on the chest line. Then I'll measure what I have there to my chest line. I have 7 inch. Then I'm dividing it by 2. That gave me 3.5. And I make a point there. I also came out by half an inch on the armhole, and I'm just going to make a curve like this. So guys, after doing this, I'm going to come on the chest line and I'll divide my bust measurement by 2 and I'll just make a point there. Then after doing this guys, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to divide my bust span by 2. That's my nipple to nipple, and mine is always 3.5. Then I'm just marking it from the bust point, waistline, under bust point to my top lines. And I'm going to extend this with my ruler. So guys, after extending this with my ruler, I'm going to come at my bust point line and I'll come down by 1 inch. Then I'll come to my top lines line and I'll just mark an half of an inch on the both sides. Then I'll just extend my line with my ruler like this. I just hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Just look at what I'm doing if you don't understand. So guys, after doing this, what I'm going to do next is that I am going to come at the waistline and I'll also come out by half of an inch. Then I'll use my ruler and my marker to extend this line because I don't think this is too clear. I don't think you can see this too clear, but just have to manage it like this. So guys, after doing this, I'm going to take my curve rule to make a curve from that under bust point. I'll make a curve. Just watch carefully so you understand what's going on here. Like this. Can you see what I'm doing? I'll just make a curve like that. So guys, this is it guys. We are in process of making corset. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come up on my chest line by half of an inch. You can also come up by 1 inch if you feel like, but me, I'm just coming up by half of an inch. Then at my waistline, I'm going to measure what I have there. I have 1.5 inch there. I'm going to divide this unequally and I'll give half of an inch to the center front, the cup going at the center front. I'm going to give the other 1 inch to the side. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And I'm just going to extend this line like this. You get. So what I'm going to do next is that I'm also going to come out there at both sides by 1/4 of an inch. This is to avoid caping. on our cup and our corset. So that's why I'm just coming out by 1/4 inch. Do you get? So I'm just going to extend it like that, as you can see. Then I'm just making a point. The first line won't be needing the first line at all. We're going to make use of the other line I came out by 1/4 inch. So what I'm doing on the chest line is that I am just coming down by 1/2 inch, so to give our corset a gap. Do you get? So I'm just going to make a curve like this. If you don't have a curve rule, you can just use your free hand. Sometimes I use free hand though. So like this, I'm just making a curve. Then after making this curve, I am going to come on the waistline and also make a curve there as well, like this. So guys, one part of our corset cup is now ready. I'm just extending this other line because I forgot to do that initially. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come at this other side. Then I'm just dividing what I have at this armhole by 2. Then I'll make a point. I also came down by 1/2 inch, so I'm just extending this with my ruler. So that new line I drew there is now our new line for the armhole, not the other one with pencil. I just hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So I'm just making this curve. Then I'm going to as well make this curve to meet the waistline, like this. So this is it. So guys, because we are working on a 3-part corset cup, I am going to come down by 2 inch on the other side of this cup, as you can see. Then I'm just marking 2 inch. So at the center point, yeah, I'm just coming down by 2 inch. This depends on what you have on yours. You know, measurement differs, get. So I come down by 2 inch initially before, but I later changed my mind and I marked 2.5 inch. If you look very well at the center, you just see a double point there. So we are going to be using the last point that is there, the last point, not the first one, because that is the 2.5 inch that I marked now. So I'm just making this curve like this. So guys, if you are making a 3-part corset cup, this 2 inch I came down on the side of the cup, it's not must. You can decide to just come down by 2.5, then maybe the center you come down by 3 inch, depending on what you want. So guys, I just shed the part that I'm going to cut off. Then I'm just taking my body measurement. Any measurement I take, I add 1.5 stitches allowance. Then I'll just add these darts as well. Then I will use my ruler to just extend the lines like this. So guys, after extending those lines, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off. And I want to also remind us that the neckline I didn't curve, it's not a mistake. I did not do it, you get, because we won't be needing it for anything, just for a guide. That's why I did not make a neckline curve there. So it's not a mistake. What I'm doing now is that I'm just cutting my cup like this, as you can see. Then after doing this, I have already gone ahead to level this. So guys, the next thing I'll just go ahead and do is that I'm going to just use my tape to join the 3-piece cup together, so you guys would see the outcome of it. So guys, this is it. This is how it looks. This was the outcome after I was done joining this with my tape. So this is it. This is what works for me, and I believe it also works for you. So guys, if you love this and if you like this tutorial, just kindly like, comment and subscribe, because I have a lot of videos to upload on the channel, so you won't miss any of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.